Hey there, guys. This is Flamsaron, aka YouTube's Tosuke, and this is the 29th episode of the Wheneverly Update. We're getting close to 30. We're getting close to 30. I'm probably not going to do anything. Yeah, I really screwed up there. What I'm trying to say is I'm not going to do anything special for episode 30. It's just a vlog. I mean, it doesn't really matter. You should probably check out my blog, though, because I usually put stuff in more detail, and it's usually longer. I mean, if you don't like to read or you just don't like my blog, that's fine. But if you do want to see my blog, then it'll be down there. I haven't really been watching too much of anything different as far as anime and whatnot goes, but I have been watching and actually watched an entire series called York Asan, Another Crawling Chaos on Crunchyroll. It was pretty good. It's another. I mean, it's kind of like I don't remember what it's called. That one show that I was watching beforehand, but anyway, it's one of those shows about where this one guy and all these girls like him. They switch it up though, where it's really a girl who likes him, a girl who likes the girl who likes him, and a guy who likes him. So it's a little different. I mean, in my opinion, with the lesbian character. They kind of ruin it a little bit on the last episode, but I guess they kind of had to do it. Anyway, Nyarko herself, she's performed very well. She's silly. She sounds great. Great job. In my opinion, she does a great job doing her acting thingy. Does a great job. It's just a really good performance, and everyone else does pretty good too. And there's a few video game references, or they talk about video games a lot. The villains kind of have silly motives. Like one of them just wants to make like the next big video game console, and the other one wants to play. The very last villain just wants to play like visual novels. But yeah, it's a pretty good show. It actually concluded, though. It was only 12 episodes, and, decent. It had its moments. It was a decent watch, too, and, I don't really know what else to say about it, but, it was good. Yeah. Another thing I've been watching is Legend of Korra. I finally caught up with it, at least for, until the latest episode, which I think they reveal who Amon is. I mean, I know that's spoilers, but for a season finale, they were probably bound to reveal who it was, and I feel like they're gonna have where the next season's gonna be sort of like a different kind of plot to it. Same characters, but I'd wager a different, or maybe not. I mean, is the entire thing really gonna be just about Republic City? But anyway, Bolin's funny. Korra, she's done very well. Tenzin, he has his moments. He's pretty funny. And the scenes where they show, Toph and Aang and whatnot, and Sokka, which I liked how they did Sokka because, he seemed more mature. Aang I thought was a little weird, and then they gave him a goatee. I have some speculation that kind of challenges Korra, but I'm basing that just on what I remember hearing from the trailer, and I don't know. Who knows? I'm not going to say anything because it's probably going to sound really stupid to people, but, I'm just going to let it kind of... Plus, it could be it's really up to interpretation, so I could be wrong. It might just be where I'm just completely off, but, of course, I guess that kind of depends on who Amon is. Maybe it turns out he's Vegeta or something. But, yeah. It's a pretty good show. I'm going to keep up with it. I've been watching it on the Nickelodeon website, though. I guess that doesn't really matter, but, good show. I'd recommend it if you enjoyed Avatar. Or, excuse me, The Last Airbender. And I don't like calling it that because then it reminds me of the movie. But, on the games front, good news, I did get the new hard drive in, so I've got a ton of space on my PS3, and I was playing a little bit of Dragon Age. Got past the dwarf people. I sided with the people, for those who care, and yes, this is spoilers. I sided with the people, like the guy who's trying to be king, who was like the heir to the throne, because I feel like that made more sense. I did that. Then I did the elves. What I did was I had it to where I went to the lady person. Then I talked to then I got the elf leader to come with me. Then he got mad. It's like, then he got mad. Then we had to beat him up. Then he's like, okay, I'll do the ritual to remove the curse, quote unquote. And so they both kind of die, but the werewolves turned back into humans. Looking back in, I could have done something to kind of fix some things, but I decided to kind of, you know, leave the whole business alone. Or not really. I just went through something differently, which I feel like I probably could have fixed. Or I don't know, maybe it wouldn't have let me. But I kind of had to do it the way I did. As far as I can see, I don't know if there was any other there was, but I didn't want to take the alternative because it involved killing a non-hostile NPC, which I didn't really want to do. Because the way I'm doing is I'm a nice guy, but my guy can like persuade and intimidate people, which I think is pretty funny. He's a nice guy, but he can also be a bit of a douche. But yeah, you know, I'm using Morrigan, Wen as a healer, and the dwarf guy you get, who I was surprised that he even came with me. I thought he was just gonna join in, but suddenly he was like, "Nah, I'm coming too." And he gets drunk all the friggin' time. But he's a useful character, much better than, you know, Alistair. And I know people are probably gonna say, "Well, if you're going for sword and shield, then there's no real." But still, it just seemed like he wasn't adding much to it. I feel like I need more of a warrior kind of character than another tank. I mean, I'm not saying I'm a tank. I'd argue that I'm just a guy with a sword and shield, but, you know, that's just me. I've also played a little bit of Minecraft, both on the Xbox and on the computer. I'm more of a fan of the PC version, mainly just because I'm farther on it, but I played a little bit of the Xbox version with AJ, and, you know, that was interesting. And I played the PC version mainly. I made some stuff. I made a compass to kind of help me find my way. Just because I went around, I looked for something, and I found some cool stuff, and I found a bunch of iron. But I died. And I was trying to find my way back, and I couldn't find my way back. I think I was far away, too. But, whatever. And so I died, went back to my house because I have a bed. And I'm actually thinking about doing some stuff with my house, like making it smaller. Or kind of making it to where it's more of a house and not just, or I don't know. I mean, the way I did my house was that I dug into a cave, which I think worked out fine, but, you know. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff indeed. Lastly, I played some Star Ocean Second Evolution. Got to the 10 Wisemen fight at Funtown, but I got stuck there because I saved and I didn't have many items. So I just grinded there, and I started spamming that rock explosion move. I mean, I was able to beat the first guy, but it was the second guy, the robot dude, who I had trouble with. But after I spammed rock explosion, I was able to get past him, and then got to the third guy, who was oddly easy. Then I am right now at the big tower thing, and I'm at the Haniel and Michael fight, and they're kind of hitting me hard. It's really mainly Michael, and I hate how they kind of like chain moves together. It's like they work very well together. I think that's probably the point, but still, it's annoying. And apparently I'm at a good enough level, but I'm still not doing too well. I guess they're just, in general, hard. I wish there was like a difficulty setting, but because then I'd put the game on easy, but whatever. Yeah, I guess I'll just have to grind for a long-ass time. I don't know. I mean, I'm in 70s. I might go to 80 or 90. Probably 80. Which is weird, because for Star Ocean, I feel like 70 is a perfect level. I don't know. Maybe if I get to 80, I'll be able to do it. Maybe that's the recommended level. because I probably would have been able to beat Jophiel, the robot guy, and the dude with the purple hair with the sword. I probably would have been able to beat them at the 60 that I was at, but you know, it probably would have been a tad harder. I don't know. Anyway, that's pretty much all I have to say about things. Gonna try and do some more videos. I'm actually getting close to the end of my commentaries, and I don't really know what I'm gonna do. Besides the Let's Plays, I don't have too many left. I mean, I do have some series I can do, but I need to get the remaining games. I mean, with the Clock Tower one, I am missing one of the games, but I'm going to have that be like a bonus. And with the other one, I need to get the second one, but I do have some plans for some other ones. But after that, maybe I'll just focus on the Let's Plays. Maybe that'll be my plan. I'll finish up the day's Let's Plays and the other commentaries, and then I'll go into Legacy of Goku 2. But then what will I do after that? Will I go straight into Boost Fury? Who knows? I am also going to try and finish the final thoughts, because those are kind of getting on my nerves, and I feel like I have to finish those in order to get through with my little Tails break thingy. And after that, I think I'll do like a retrospect on how the whole file creation corruption thing happened and kind of explain it, because I've never really talked about it. I mean, I kind of just mentioned it, and then I finally was able to get past it, because I kind of stopped being a little baby. And, you know, all that good junk. I don't really know what else to say. But, yeah. I hope you guys are enjoying the Let's Play on Days. It's been quite the adventure. So, yeah. I guess I'll see you guys next time. See you later. Oh, and check my blog. Read it. Do it now! Okay, bye.